I'm Pants.
I'm Big Rob.
And this is The Hard Truth. Folks, we're recording this on the 25th. This is what's going on today. As of last night, Darren Wilson, the cop who shot Michael Brown in Ferguson, Missouri, back in August, as of last night, he's not getting charged for that.
God bless America.
Alright, so rioting started.
Oh.
And the looting.
Rioting and the looting.
And the structure fires. And,
what's the point of this?
what's the point?
Really? I mean, there's so many ways to get your message out. You're gonna go burn down your neighbor's store for what? For what reason? Makes no sense to me. What is the point?
I don't have an answer. I do not have an answer.
I would like to know. This is why we're asking you. We want you to tell us. Give us your opinion, your thoughts.
There's riots. Riots happen. Burning happens. Looting happens. Things like this happen.
It's American. Protesting is
not
American.
Just American. People do this around the world.
Protesting itself, the protest, riots, and looting, while they can be tied together, are three separate entities themselves. Protests, you have the Martin Luther King protest, which obviously is slow, it's painful, but it's proven to get stuff done.
But then you also have your Tiananmen Square protests, where everyone gets shot dead.
That comes into play because of the oppressive Chinese government, and they just say no to it. Now, that's why the Constitution gives us the right to free protest, basically. If we don't like what the hell's going on, we stand up and do something about it. And not in China, however. You stand up in China and they try to shoot you down with tanks.
But protesting goes on in other parts of the world with positive results. Chile has been protesting for free education.
France is a big one. France, when the French people don't like what's going on, they stand up and do something about it. And politicians are forced to listen.
Not all the time.
Most of the time. What is the real difference between a protest and a riot? Well, I kind of feel they can be one and the same. They are just total polar opposites of each other.
Okay, wait. So, the two things, okay? Rioting, people tossing cars, burning around, breaking windows, stuff like that. That's rioting.
Yes.
That's what rioting is. Protesting is speaking up because you protest about a topic. Protesting can be standing up in class and saying, "No, Mrs. Smith, I will not write that number on the blackboard." Or it could be rallying outside of an abortion clinic with signs.
The Martin Luther King.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth was a protester. People throughout history is protesting, but
that's
they don't
what
always,
made America too.
But protesting does not necessarily go hand in hand with rioting. Rioting happens when sports teams win. They're not protesting anything. They're just happy that their team won, and so they flip cars and burn cars in the middle of the street and bust windows. And why does rioting happen? Different from protesting.
And then you got the dirty aspect of looting.
And then the looting.
Looting, I see absolutely no point in looting whatsoever, other than just to seize the opportunity to take the stuff.
Well, yeah,
basically, cause pure anarchy and mayhem in the streets.
Well, yeah, because the cops are busy with the rioting, so.
Hey, let's go steal everything.
Yeah, if you're going to be stealing things, this is an opportunity to do it. And depending on how long the rioting goes on, sometimes people start looting because they need to eat, and there's no fresh food coming into the area.
Well, I mean, this has only been a day. I don't think that's...
Well, no,
in that kind of situation, yes, that's when looting could become necessary. But in this context, no.
Well, no, but we're talking about a grandiose context here.
Okay.
Because, rioting throughout all time, there have been plenty of different riots. Looting sometimes goes along with riots because people just want to...
rioting and looting go more hand in hand than protesting and rioting.
The protesting, they tried the protesting in Ferguson. It didn't affect
what change that they wanted.
Serious change. I mean, this cop killed one of the kids in the neighborhood, and it has all this racial tension because he was a white cop and he was a black kid, and you get into the racial tension.
How many times does this happen in America? I think the stats, it happens every week. It's 2 black kids die at the hand of a 1 white officer or something like that. I believe that's the stat that we saw.
Oh, if anybody out there wants to do the homework and find that stat, that's awesome.
Comment down below with all the stats.
I'll even leave this section in. I won't even edit it out because I'm curious about that. But I mean, like you're saying, this has been happening. This keeps happening, keeps happening. And they tried the peaceful protest out there, and the people at large.
The stereotypes that unfortunately exist in America today.
Yeah, unfortunately, they live in a area that's high crime and high racial,
and also high congregation of people too. Usually, whether it be white, black, Asian, or whatnot, a high congregation of people in a small area can usually lead to these kind of problems if something like what happened happens.
And I'm just going to say that you and I are too young to have experienced what real rioting is like. Here's the thing, folks. Race riots are no joking matter. It's just not funny business. I mean, like, we can try to understand why riots are going on. We can try to comprehend. We can try to comprehend the philosophy behind rioting. Honestly, I've never participated. And since I've never participated, I don't have the perspective. Me and Big Rob, we've never participated in race riots. Partially because we're white guys from the Poconos. We've never participated. We've never been into areas so densely populated. We've been there. We don't live there. It didn't just happen in Ferguson, though. The riots broke out across the country. Protesting broke out across the country. People across the country up in arms because their voices are heard, because they saw another white cop shooting another black kid and him getting away with it. The DA, who presented all of the evidence here, who represented the people's voice and justice, he's 5-0 for indictments against cops killing black kids. White cops killing black kids. 5-0 in getting indictments. He's a good guy to hire for the job if you don't want an indictment against him. We're not going to get into politics here. This is the hard truth, but politics, who knows? Who knows? Bottom line, change needs to happen. Maybe it was Michael Brown's death in Ferguson that instigated the last feather on the camel's back. But it's been happening. Police violence is a real thing in America today. Maybe if you feel passionate enough about it within driving distance of a major city, maybe this Thanksgiving you're going to go out and do something about it. Maybe you live in a highly densely populated area where you fear your life because you don't feel that law enforcement is doing their job, and law enforcement is breathing that in your neck. Maybe you feel like the cops in your area are out there for their own gain, not there for the people, to protect the people, bring justice. What are we going to do about it?
I'd love to get to the wisdom of someone that was around during the 60s protesting. I think the Stone Man might actually be able to help us out in this situation. I think he was around during that time. I would say so.
Yeah, but for now, this is us talking about what we can.
It's a hot topic.
That we have. It's a hot topic. It's a hard topic. It needs to be talked about. We had to have some kind of coverage of it.
Absolutely. Something needs to be talked about.
I'm Pants.
I'm Big Rob.
This is The Hard Truth coming at you from the Breeze and the Trees Network. Make sure that you subscribe, comment, and like this video, this channel. Log on to patreon.com. Links in the description. Find us on Facebook and do everything else that you possibly can do to support our team. We thank you very much.
Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody.